boy Mark Gill, man. You know what I'm saying? Mark Gill, man. Free him. Free him, man.
He's playing okay.
Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, make sure that you lot are smashing up the likes. Make sure that you're leaving your comments in below, people. Road to 10k, man, so make sure that you lot are subbing. But listen, let's get straight into it, man. Chelsea 1, Benfica 0. And listen, I just got home from the bridge. If you don't know about the district line, it's a line which is, you know, can get confusing. And if you're not paying attention, yeah, you end up getting lost, yeah. So me being the fool that I was, leaving the game and that I was on my phone, I was probably tweeting or something, I got the train to Edgware Road, right? And that's not the direction I need to go because I had to get the Jubilee line back to East, yeah? So I ended up getting the wrong train, got the Central line and that. So I've only just got in, you know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm injured as well right now. I'm hopping everywhere, people. I hurt my foot the other day last week, bro. I'm feeling like all the players right now, bro. You know what I mean? I was at the bridge today with my foot just throbbing blood. It's peak, you know what I mean? But good to get back to winning ways, man, especially in the Champions League. It was my first game at the bridge in the Champions League, which was nice to see. Obviously, it's good to get a win as well. And ideally, I would have loved a better performance, in all honesty. But at the minute, I really just want to get confidence back into this team. You know, I really want to get a little bit of stability, a little bit of structure in this team. And that's exactly what a win like today can give us going forward. But just in terms of the lineup, you know, looking at the lineup, I saw a lot of people complaining right now. But people, you need to have a little bit of, you know, be reasonable. We've got a lot of players injured right now. We've got a big game at the weekend. We have to use our squad, right? I didn't mind the rotation today because we still had Caicedo and Enzo in the pivot. Buonanotte, like I said, I think he's a good player. And today he wasn't amazing, but he was decent. You know, some of the touches that he had on the ball, right? Garnacho, he's been kind of pushing for a start with the little cameos that we've seen. We haven't really got to see him the past 2 games because of the red cards and whatnot. He got a start. Neto started the game. Yeah. You had Badia Shaw, who I was actually happy to see in the lineup as well, giving us a little bit of balance. Chalaba on the right side of him, I expected that because he's not available at the weekend. Gusto started. Again, I didn't expect anything different with Reece. Obviously going to be starting against Liverpool as well. And then you had Cucurella starting as well right now. Yeah. I didn't expect wholesale changes. Right. But there was a few starters in that team. But the main thing for me that really annoyed me just going into the game was seeing Tyreek up top again, right? And this thing with Tyreek up top is honestly feeling like how it felt with Poch and Ben Chilwell at left wing, with Poch with Colwell at left back, Poch with Disasi at right back. That's how we're starting to feel right now because there must be more into why Guy was not playing. I'm seeing a lot of people that right now they're talking about it's the fact that, you know, Omega might be brought back in January, so if Guy plays, he won't be able to go to Strasbourg because he can't play for more than three teams in a season. That is all theory, right? That might be true, but the reality is, people, right now we literally have João Pedro being run into the ground. I saw Andre Santos is another one that's going to be injured now until after the break, right? João Pedro goes down. What's going to happen, bro? What's going to happen if this guy goes down? Is that then when you're going to start using Guy? Then it might be a little bit too late. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek George up top, he's not a striker, bro. Again, before the smart asses come in my comments, last season you said play him up top because we had nobody available. If you've got nobody available, you do what you've got to do. You use the squad the best way that you can. The same way, for example, Arsenal were using Marino up top, bro. But right now, we've actually got a striker in the team who knows how to play that role. Tyreek, when he's up top, his touch is so baggy. He doesn't run in behind, right? He's not really an aerial threat like that for the crosses that were coming in from Neto. You know what I'm saying, bro? There was even a moment he picked up the ball on the left. There was someone that was running with the ball on the left. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Garnacho or Enzo, one of them guys, right? And he just got in the way and closed down that space. And I'm like, a natural striker wouldn't be doing that. A natural striker would be looking for the winger to be making that run, and they'll be running into the box to try and get something on the end of it if the ball comes in. But he just hasn't got that natural ability of playing up top because, again, he is not a striker. I'm not looking at Tyreek right now. I'm looking more at Maresca. That's why when people are like, oh, it's the sporting directors, why is Guile there? Why are we letting Maresca get away with murder right now? Regardless of the sporting directors and all of these things, Guile is our third choice striker right now, because our second choice striker, yeah, or Delap, someone that was going to be starting in certain games as well, Pedro, yeah, he's not available. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep crying until the January? We're going to keep crying. We're not going to try problem solve with what we've got right now. This is poor management. What you're doing with Tariq right now is poor management, because I'm looking at his face, yeah, off the ball, things they don't show you on camera, and the guy just doesn't look like he's enjoying his football, yeah? He might have scored a goal against Lincoln and got an assist against Lincoln, but again, his all-round game up there is not good enough. It's like trying to play Caicedo right now, left wing, bro. Yeah, he might do a little job there, but you're not going to see the best of him, bro. And that's the same thing as Tariq. I don't mind seeing him on the left, even ahead of Gittins right now, because Gittins is not looking good, yeah? I don't mind seeing him in the team right now, but just not up top when you've actually got a striker in the team. That's the biggest problem that I've got. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the game, you know, Caicedo, Enzo, you know, I thought Caicedo in this game was brilliant. You know, he was one of the few that can actually walk away knowing that they did their job. And I actually saw a stat about his overall game as well. So Caicedo, most duels won with 10, most final third entries 9, most tackles 8, joint most chances created 2, joint most interceptions. He was just everywhere, bro. Yeah. And if this guy was to get injured right now, I don't know where we would be, because again, like I said, Santos isn't available and Asugo right now isn't going to be fit until the new year, right? We need this guy to stay fit, because he's so key in how we play. He's so key in protecting our centre-backs. He's so key in build-up as well. There's even one pass that he played over the top to Cucurella. Cucurella cut it back to George. Tariq should be finishing that potentially, right? Got closed down quickly by the centre-back there, you know? But that's what he does. It just makes me laugh when rivals think he's a shin kicker. He's a shin kicker. When people do that, you're just showing your ball knowledge, because he's more than just that, right? This guy controls games, bro. He's a proper, all-rounded, well-rounded midfielder. He's got everything to his game, pretty much, right? Top performance from him today. I thought Enzo today, in certain parts, was a bit sloppy, but I thought he was much... You can just see the difference when he's playing a bit deeper, bro. He's much better over there, yeah? Much better when he's playing next to Caicedo, and you had Bonanotte, that was the furthest midfielder, right? I thought Badia Shield today was steady. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the duels that he was getting into, you just see the balance on that side when you've got a left footer playing that left centre-back, right? Some of the passes that he was making to Cuckoo and that, because again, I'm sitting behind the goal and you can see the passes that he was making. Chalobah's not making those passes with his left foot. He'll start to go with his right, yeah? And maybe if Badia Shield was playing the other day, that goal doesn't happen where Santos took the mad touch. That situation doesn't happen, because Badia Shield wouldn't be looking to go on his right foot. He'll be looking to play it on the left, yeah? So I'm praying that confidence gives him a little bit of confidence, because at the weekend, we're going to need that Badia Shield, right? I had a lot of stocks in this guy when he first came to the club, and then he fell off after that. Multiple reasons, injuries, Poch's system, confidence. But today, he was looking very, very assured. But that's the thing about him. You never know what Badia Shield you're going to get. Sometimes he looks like this, and then there's other times where he just looks like a mess. Bozo moment after Bozo moment. Similar to Sanchez in a way, right? But I thought today he was good. I thought Chalobah today was good as well. In all honesty, I thought he was assured with his play. I thought he was calm today. I thought he was breaking into the midfield quite well. I thought he was good. Cucurella had a very good battle with that number 11 as well. I need to go check who my man is, because he actually looked decent. I can't lie. Yeah, he had a good battle on that side with my man. On the left-hand side, Gusto, or the right-hand side even, Gusto was okay in the game. Nothing special from him, but he was all right. Obviously, Reece came on in the second half and helped him out a little bit, because, you know, Mourinho was throwing everything at the wall, in all honesty. But overall, you know, Garnacho, he was okay again for the goal. Very good cross there from Neto. Good run in behind. He had to be there. That goal doesn't happen with him making that run. But overall, his shooting wasn't good. His crossing wasn't great. He was getting pickpocketed a little bit. I thought he was just all right. Neto took a little bit of time to grow into the game, but I thought Neto was actually good in the game. He was probably, him and Badia Shield for me were arguably probably man of the match. And maybe even Caicedo as well, out of those three. Yeah. But I thought Neto was a lot better in this game. Maybe he can get his shots off a little bit sooner, you know, because some of his shots get blocked a lot. But I thought today he had a performance where he can definitely build from it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, George up top, not great. João Pedro comes on. I don't even remember seeing the yellow card, the first yellow card, people. You know, another player sent off. It's scandalous at this point. It's scandalous at this point. And what will be more scandalous is if we play George against Ajax up top again. You're killing the kid, Enzo. You're killing this kid, Maresca, bro. It's not good what you're doing. It's really, really not. I don't give a shit what you're seeing in training. Because man are going to say, oh, what if in training is doing this? Training and matches are two different things. Because what is it? What are you doing in the matches? I've played with a lot of players who ball out in training. And then when it comes to the matches, they're shit. Yeah? And Tyreek right now up top, I'm sorry, he's not being effective. And that's not on him. Gittins, you're seeing Gittins coming on. And listen, Gittins was trying today. That's number one. He was trying, but the execution was not working. That's the problem that I had. The ball kept going, behind him. It was stuck between his feet. The step overs weren't working. But it was more assured in comparison to what I've seen recently from him, where he would get the ball and just pass it. Get the ball and just pass it. Today, he was actually trying to take on his man, but he was shit at doing it. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? So I hope today doesn't put him off, because we need him to still be direct. That's what he was brought in for, to be direct. He's one of the few players that has Champions League experience in his team as well, right? But next time, your execution needs to be better, yeah? And as it is right now, Garnacho and probably Tyreek are ahead of you, bro, in the pecking order. You know what I'm saying? Who else came on, bro? Reece. I thought Reece was good when he came on. But yeah, ultimately, Sanchez didn't really have many shots to save. I thought in the first half, Benfica created a good chance, but other than that, we nullified them. We didn't really create much ourselves, in all honesty, but again, I'm just glad that we got the W because, bro, it's been a dark cloud over at Chelsea right now. You know what I'm saying? And coming up to the weekend, I'm seeing Alisson's injured, Ekatike's injured. You know what I mean? Liverpool, it's looking peak for them, man. They lost today against Galatasaray. They're not looking like the strong Liverpool that we were seeing at the start of last season. So we need to go in there with the mentality that we're going to win the game. It's been a minute since they're beating us at home, so why can't we win? We keep giving Liverpool good games, bro, and we beat them last year. Whether they won the league or not, I know what I watched, bro. They were trying to win the game. So we need to make sure that we win. We've got Lavia there, we've got Badiashile there. You know what I mean? We ain't got Delap and these guys, we ain't got Palmer, but bro, we've still got enough to be putting out a balanced lineup and actually performing well. Because I thought we actually did all right against Brighton in the first half. You know what I mean? But on to the next one, people, man. On to the next one. I didn't want to be on here for too long because it's not really much to talk about the game, I'll be real. You know what I'm saying, people? And it's late now as well, man. I want to go. I want to just go and rest my foot. I'll be real. But in a bit, man. Bless. Love.